啊？
就是1个小时啊，1个小时休息
1个小
10分钟。
时是吧？
对。
哦，好的，好的，好的。好，谢谢孙老师。
谢谢。
And my friend, the same to last week. If you join the meeting, please change your name, and your country name. Change your ID to your name and your country name. It's easy. The organizer to re-elected it to record the information for everybody. Thank you very much.孙老师好，我们这个班整体的人数还是蛮多的，最多的时候有30-40人，然后呢这些这边这个班的这些外国朋友呢，他们那个时间好像每次也是比较卡点的，所以说可能我们等一会儿就正好卡那个点，可能人就会再多一点。
好的，知道了。
Okay, everybody, please check your equipment, and when we beginning our lecture, please turn off your microphone. Everybody, when we beginning our lecture, please turn off your microphone. Thanks. And now let's thanks our Professor Jackson Sun to give us this afternoon the lecture. 谢谢孙老师。
Okay, it's time. Thank you. Thank you, host, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jackson. We're going to start the solution which is called network security. Let's getting started. Beforehand, we're going to announce the statements around the presentation. All presentation-related documents is signed by myself, and all rights reserved. It will be authorized if you don't have any permission. You could not publish outside. Thank you. Their contents of network security, which is following. What is network security? Network security risks, video surveillance security, and cloud security for the system, industrial application, and success stories about security. So let's move on. First of all, we'd like to let you know what is network security. Network, as mentioned before, and all people in the world, we're using network. For example, when you work in office, you're going to work in local area network, which is called LAN. If you work for a long time and you have to work online to contact with your colleagues and your upper level management, you have to use a long-term distance network, which is called WAN, wide range network. If you access some website like Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok, you have to use internet. That is technology involved internet working. So network security regarding the internet and all local area network, it can consist of the policies, processes, and practices adopted to prevent, detect, and monitor unauthorized access. If you have any experience, you have seen the movie which is called Matrix. The Matrix movie has so many fantastic video effects, which is mentioned about Matrix. So some person and basically access internet inside before and that of the external network with different resources and some stories, interpersonals. So in the Matrix movie, you may see that network can be accessed and also network can be attacked. Network security involves the authorization of access to data in a network, which is controlled by the network administrator. As you can see, every time if you log in the network website, like if you log in Microsoft website or Google website, you have to type username and the password. And after that, you grant permission to access. So who is responsible for that? This is network administrator. Let's move on. When you access network across different countries and different regions, you have to mention about firewall. According to protection of network, once authenticated, a user has access to visit some websites. So a firewall enforces access policies, such as what services allowed access by network. The component can check the potentially harmful content such as computer worms or trojans being transmitted over the network, and also antivirus software or an intrusion prevention system, which so-called IPS, help detect and inhibit the action of such malware. An intrusion detection system may also monitor the network like Wireshark traffic and may be logged for audit purpose and for later high-level analysis. Newer systems are combining unsupervised machine learning with full network traffic. Analysis can detect active network attackers from malicious insiders or targeted external attackers that have compromised a user machine or account. So a user machine and account we may also access, but you don't have to mention concern about the complexity about system, but normally you have to access with your username and account password. So Those kind of applications, those kind of communication between two hosts using a network may be encrypted to maintain security and privacy. And also, when we send and receive email or some message, the machine is normally working, but the information can be encrypted because it's going to protect your security and privacy. So let's see together about common network security risks. Risks can often take place in everywhere. First, you may say phishing. Just like the picture mentioned, the people who can phishing information with a phishing point from his own computer to other computer. So phishing is type of the online fraud. Fraud is kind of criminal activity. It's not legal. So fraud is designed to steal sensitive information such as credit card numbers and passwords. So can you imagine your password of credit card be stolen, and after that your money will be stolen? You feel happy or not? And phishing attacks impersonate reputable banking institutions, websites, and personal contacts, which come in the form of immediate phishing emails or messages designed to look legitimate. Once you click URL is kind of a web address you can access. When you click the URL to reply to the messages, you are prompted to enter your financial details or use your credentials, which then sends your data to malicious source. So it can be dangerous. So it's first kind of secure risks. So we call it phishing. Second one, viruses. Viruses is a biological phenomenon, but it can also be taking place on computer and networks. Computer viruses, there's a pieces of software designed to spread from one computer device to another. Every year, there are a lot of viruses, potentials in different hosts and computers. After that, it may take place in some time. So, and also spread around the regional places and even around the world. Mostly they are downloaded from a particular websites or sent as email attachments with the intent of infecting your computer as well as other computers on your contact list through systems on your network. They can disable your security settings, send spam, steal and corrupt data from your computer, and even delete every single thing on your hard drive. You have ever experienced about virus attack? You may have this kind of memory. For me, I was attacked, my computer was attacked 10 years before. And after that, I cannot reboot the computer. When we reboot computer, you can access and use your username and password to log in. But at that moment, I could not, because the virus destroyed the BIOS system, and also you couldn't even access Windows. So it could be a disaster when you use computer again. The third one, malware and ransomware. Malware is a malicious software mostly used by criminals to hold your system, steal your confidential data, or install damaging programs in your device without your knowledge. It spreads spyware, trojans, and worms through pop-up ads, infected files, bogus websites, or email messages. When you visit some website, you may have so many pop-up dialogues, pop-up ads. If you're interested in that, you'll be down. Okay, so it can be dangerous. On the other hand, ransomware is kind of a malware where the cyber criminals lock your device you could not open again through the bad apps and phishing emails that request a ransom to unlock the device. It can hinder you from running applications, encrypting your files, and even from completely using your device. So malware and ransomware are also dangerous. The fourth one, raw security software. This is malicious software that deceives users by making them believe that their security measures are not up to minute, or their computer has a virus. They then often to help you install or update the user security settings by asking you to pay for a tool or download their program to help do away with the alleged viruses. I have met kind of virus. The virus had locked my account, so if I do not pay, I could not continue to use my computer. So it's really bad. This activity can lead to the installation of actual malware on your device. The fifth one, denial of service attack, which is called DOS. Denial of service attempts to hinder legitimate users from accessing services or information from websites. It happens when malicious attackers overload a website with traffic. It is carried out by one computer and its internet connection, which may enable the intruder to access your credentials. So protecting credentials would be more important. A distributed denial of service is similar to the denial of service, but it's harder to overcome. It's really hard when you met this kind of activity, so it's dangerous. This is because it's launched from different computers that are distributed all over the globe. And the network from these compromised computers is called botnet. So, according to 5 risks about security, we have to prevent something happening. To prevent network security threats, we have some comments here. Never pay ransom to any individual. Protect your money in your pocket. And always identify an unusual traffic activity. For example, when you access internet or using computer, you found some application use abnormal traffic. You have to monitor and control, or you may have a complaint to ISP or ICT. Reduce visits to unfamiliar websites. The websites that you use to access and visit, if you're not even familiar, you have to stop. Using authentication as well as strong passwords. Password could be the first safe guarantee about your computer. So do not type password so simple. You have to use the letters, numbers, and capital letters together, sometimes even with some special characters. So combination of password can be more safe. Precautions of public Wi-Fi. When we're traveling outside, we often use Wi-Fi, right? Wherever in airport, restaurant, or outside. But precautions for that. Some Wi-Fi is not authorized just Wi-Fi. They may have tryings of some dangerous virus inside. And keep your antivirus up to the minute. Antivirus software, we have so many, so please let them online. Do not offline and do not close them. Employ the services of a managed IT security provider. This can be necessary sometimes if you need help. So you can ask IT security provider. Next, we're going to mention how its security provider maintains the network. Security provider is going to be responsible for protect and maintain of network. A managed IT security provider can help you to remain ahead of the attackers by assisting you to identify emerging trends in datasets, identify weaknesses in your network security infrastructure, provide cybersecurity training to your team, help your business with compliance, carry out backups, update your cybersecurity defenses, enjoy 24 hours a day network monitoring to prevent any risks. So let's move on. In this webinar, we're going to split and mention about two big areas of security. According to network security, now it's in 5G and IoT period. All those areas in the world will have different protection. And also we have to grab terminal devices and backend services applications. So we mentioned about two fields. First is video surveillance. After that, the second is cloud security. Let's see the first part, video surveillance security. We're going to mention about Hikvision and services and products. Hikvision is a world leader of video surveillance and security. Understand the importance of cybersecurity, and we are dedicated to helping you, customers, partners, and distributors with the information you need to keep your security systems and equipment safe. In this online cybersecurity center, you will find useful information about best practices for configuring and managing your system, various cybersecurity resources, the latest security notices, and more. So Hikvision used their cybersecurity center to grab all resources on the world and distributed points of video surveillance. This can be online managed. The Hikvision's network Cyber Protect initiative is built on a combination of cybersecurity technologies, certifications, and tools, as well as education on best practices to help you systems integrators and end users to take a proactive stance against cyber attacks. Let's move on. Among the fields of cybersecurity of Hikvision, through the video surveillance area, we're going to manage crime prevention. Take a look at the picture. Sometimes the police has to cooperate with the people to prevent crime. There's so many criminal cases happening in America and other countries. Sometimes we have to know about this, and we have to prevent and protect our environment. And body-worn camera can be useful by police on the streets, on some public places. Vehicle traffic. There are some mobile surveillance devices can be assembled on vehicles, like bus and trucks and cars. Pedestrian traffic. When people cross the road, they pass some crossroads, you have to use pedestrian traffic control, and we know the traffic is safe or not, and we also control the signal. Sporting events, when we have jogging and walking or running, and even some football, basketball sports, we have to mention about this. So sporting events can be important. Even Olympic Games, we have to use mobile surveillance and video surveillance. Schools. Now campus is kind of topic we have to mention, concern, because of bullying activities can be serious in the school. It's not occasionally happened. So we have used mobile surveillance on the bus to transfer students and even use video surveillance in the campus of schools, universities. Private homes, there's some smart home solution to have monitoring devices like video intercom and access control in homes. Criminal use is kind of police law enforcement. Shopping. When we go to shopping center and convenience store, we have to use the video surveillance to protect our security. Access control. Every building, every plaza, and every public area will use some private area to access, to enter some doors or some access area. We have to use access control. School campus even the same as schools, but we have specific protection like entry and exit protection control, and even for parking places. Banking control. User enter the bank, you have to show the ID and also identify verify your identity. So when you enter, so banking control be more critical and severe. Those area scenarios in video surveillance uses by artificial security. So according to security of infrastructure, we have 3-layer infrastructure. Take a look. In upper level, we have advanced application layer. At middle level, we have networking and control layer. And essential, we have basic infrastructure layer. For example, when authorization, government affairs, public transportation, traffic control, city surveillance, in COVID-19 pandemic control, parking system, license plate recognition management and services. Those services located on advanced application layer. When administrator and users use kind of service and applications, we don't have to mention about, we don't have concern about where the device distributed. We just use it. Cameras with NVR, SAN, cloud storage, panoramic view and temperature measurement, video intercom, access control, identity recognition. Those kind of devices and storage, local storage, can be destroyed with can be deployed network and control layer. Its sensitive layer can transmit signal by video and images across the platform up to advanced application layer. And also we have video surveillance infrastructure, internet working, power supply, transmission and cabling, wireless network deployment. Those kind of infrastructure could provide the power and transmission as essential supply of the surveillance and devices. There are also main features of video surveillance. All those advanced technologies regarding the AI camera, they have the main features like this. All cameras with high definition analog technology, and also they have high definition digital technology and resolution. At the same time, wide dynamic range can be useful to enhance the video quality and image quality. And also for convenience, we have to use PoE, power over Ethernet. It provides a power supply with Cat5 cable and PTZ technology. Sometimes the zoom in, zoom out, and transfer and rotate with some angle to grasp dynamic actions. This can be useful. Frame rates can be higher and higher. So now all the cameras could be advanced. Add local recording. Recording can be important when you use SD card on camera or use some other NAS or central storage to save the videos and images. Tamper detection, remote focus lens, image sensors, and also be widely used on the cameras. Video compression, I have to mention here, they normally use the video compression as H.264 and H.265. If you use H.265, you can save the video storage space on hard disks. And at the same time, you save the same space with more higher definition of the videos. Vertical and corridor format. Yeah. All those features are only limited on this list, but also we provided high definition cameras on the different area for protection of network. Now let's see three-tier surveillance. First tier, the overall control, high vision smart community. Like when we visit some area with over bird view like this picture, we have to distribute different devices on different area. But first of all, the first line of defense is to go into bird view to grab some main points like government building and airport and some dedicated area. And also we have a city surveillance, which is located on command and control center. Second, if we have overall control, we have to concern about partial control. Partial control is a regional, the second line of defense. We draw a line and distribute and break down different area with separated distribution with different box cameras and bulletin camera and even panoramic camera on different area. Third one, when we have some lines in area, we have to set grid in detail with more detailed information. Grid forming according to business circle. You may see have different blocks, street and crossroads. We have distributed video surveillance cameras for traffic control, for parking control, for some area, panoramic control. So all those kind of cameras, for example, when we monitor and control on the road with different lanes, we may have capture of the frame like this vehicles drive through red traffic light. There's some illegal activities when some automobile and some bicycle would be illegal to cross the road, we have to mention. And we have to mark the detective. So all of the targets can be grabbed and we save the targets on the hard disk so as to provide the video for law enforcement. When we access and enter and exit some area like plaza and shopping area, we have to use facial recognition to prevent some suspicious person or suspect or even criminal to enter this area, to prevent some big event happen, like gunshot, some grabbing or some fraud activities. We have so many cameras on the terminals and even different areas like shopping mall, like stores and some streets. But how to save the videos? So we have already distributed the front-end cameras through surveillance network. After that, we use control center to save and control all of videos, but the video files and dedicated format files can be stored on management cluster. The cluster can connect with another cluster. Cluster by cluster even, we have backup storage for videos and images. Take a look. From different police and data center, traffic as data center, and services as data center. All those data centers has smart analysts for exchange of data resources. So resource sharing center can be split and separate from data centers, and even we need storage management on each data center. Now let's see advanced technology. On field of video surveillance, we still have a very fast developed trend of technology. Intelligent and context-aware video data collection. It's kind of a video data collection. When we collect data, we have to use data. So data collection can be scientific technologies, and even we have saved the video data reasonably. We have to use data as high definition. Big data infrastructure. We save and transfer the video and images. We have to concern about the big data. So crossing to network storage and servers, sometimes we use big data infrastructure to manage data effectively. Data streaming systems. You want to use the data as videos. It's dynamic videos with some dedicated area. We have to save and transmit data. This kind of streaming data can be deployed on video management system. Predictive analytics and artificial intelligence and Internet of Things and drones. Those technologies can be developed in recent years. It's very fast developed. And also those kind of functions can be combined, used on dedicated system for government command and control, and even city surveillance or smart city, smart traffic control. Integrated physical and cyber security. All those devices physically integrated on the system. So cybersecurity has to concern the data package through different switches, routers, and even internet. We have to set some firewall and some mechanisms to protect and control. Architecting video surveillance system. Like we mentioned before, those video surveillance systems can be split as different layers. From application layer, we concern about how to manage and control. From physical layer, we have to concern about how to deploy and access. So let's see, high-vision industrial applications. Through those kind of security applications, we have designed different industrial applications for different scenarios, like smart building, which focus on the buildings, plazas, and some business complex. Smart traffic concerned about crossroad control, e-police, and checkpoint control. Smart parking mentioned about parking place, entrance and exit control. License plate recognition to control those kind of cars and vehicles when they enter and exit the parking place or some checking point. They have automatically license plate control. Smart lighting, according to different lighting level on the road or even plaza and some smart community, we have to use that for energy safe and automatically control. Smart perimeter detection is going to aiming out some dedicated area like restricted area like prison, like airport, like some restricted military area. Video management system applications. Hikvision has been developing all those applications for different scenarios. Across this kind of diagram, you may see when car enter and exit some area, there is a barrier control in the entrance of parking place. When people enter the area, people has to identify the visitor identity, and also if you have worked as an employee, you have to show your ID card. So all those people, when they enter, and also have permit granted, which is called access control. When we use some information as dashboard and presentation, we can use digital signage. If some strange people enter and attack some area, we have alarm detection. Wherever you enter as a perimeter or some restricted door and other places. And also we have a video wall to command and control all of these area for video surveillance. We have even intelligent dashboard and health check for those applications. So all of those combined applications and services can be managed on dedicated video management system, which is called VMS. Applications also, we have video surveillance for homeland. Homeland can be a safe area, which is including shopping mall, surveillance station, university campus and schools and kindergarten and some places. And video surveillance for banking. In case some detect theft, robbery, and vandalism, you have to protect remote ATMs from crime. To monitor critical areas like ATM and some cashiers and some effective. Maintain awareness around the clock. The clock can be awareness. Take a look at the diagram. The sense of safety for staff and customers can also be important. We have night vision of 24 by 7 hours recording, quickly find and share in different area of banking. So banking system can be more complex comparing with other systems. Next application is video surveillance for government. Right now, authorizations and government city surveillance, they have to use more secure system with more secure standards. So normally we have 24 by 7 hours monitoring, which is covering schools, banking, government building, police station, and airport, shopping mall, plaza. And also we have optimized resources for secure perimeter and premises. We had also solutions for video surveillance for construction. When you visit construction site like property construction and some buildings and complex construction, you may have to avoid accident happens because there are so many workers, materials, equipments on the site. So sometimes, in case of accident happen, we have to seriously monitor and manage those multiple locations and avoid accidents at workplace, control quality on site. As well, optimizing resources can be useful. Next is video surveillance for manufacturing. In China and even other countries, we have so many manufacturing. According to different fields like transportation, mechanical engineering, and electronics, and food, drink, beverage, and some other materials. So safety and discipline, multiple locations, avoid theft, optimize resources can be focused on. Sometimes we monitor and prevent inventory place, and sometimes we have to ensure worker safety and maintain disciplined environment. Integrated command and control center. There are also command and control center normally used by government and police stations and even some pandemic control, WHO. Video walls for real-time monitoring can be very effective, and emergency response systems. Operation planning, with regard to different functions and different departments. So all of those is combination of video surveillance, and also video cameras can be distributed in different areas and even cross countries. They also have 24 by 7 hours maintained service. So, except for all those applications of industries, we have rapidly increased data security and privacy. So now it's time to consider about how to distribute computing on edge. Edge is intermediate level between devices and cloud. So on edge, it could provide better or more responsive and robust application performance and reducing operational costs, improving business effectiveness and reliability. And also we have unlimited scalability on the edge and conserving network and computing resources, as well reducing latency. So accessing different devices from even the meters, equipment, the car sensors and crams and some wind electric power plants, all of that is so many sensors. As Internet of Things, they grab sensitive recognition. After that, transfer on the edge through the data handling and the operation and storage. After that, finally, they're gonna transfer on cloud and data center. And also data center distributed on different CDN and regional cloud terminal and regional cloud points like this, cloud node. So from device to edge to cloud, all those combined as edge computing. It's gonna be better to guarantee of safety on video surveillance. Let's move on the cloud-based video surveillance system. Take a look at cloud. The cloud, we're gonna to mention about the AWS cloud infrastructure. So across the cloud, Amazon Web Services, you may see all those devices when they grab video and images from video camera and webcam, and legacy phone cameras as well. All those load balancing on systems, whatever in RDS-DB instance or RDS-DB instance 2. All of those instances which are saved and managed on EC2 as Elastic Cluster on AWS. It's going to have backup recovery and data security, and also you may have vertically configured devices, locations of servers, and dedicated service optimized by yourself. So capture and streaming video and monitoring cloud infrastructure development, which is combined and interconnected on the infrastructure of cloud. It can be very good for cloud-based video surveillance system. According to technologies of high definition, Hikvision has released so many front-end devices for video security. For example, color view fixed turret camera with 2 megapixels. It's kind of a cost-effective high-definition camera. Mini bullet IP camera with 4 megapixels. It's kind of a high quality and high definition camera, which is assembled on the wall to monitor a dedicated area. And smart video doorbell camera can be assembled on the door and the gate of the smart security area and some smart building. So this kind of doorbell area grab the information from the video and images, and also with the doorbell, and you use it. Darkfighter X HD camera with 4 megapixels. 4 megapixels can be very clear to grab video and images even at night. So this is a high quality and high effectiveness camera for darkness. We also have a Panel camera. They have 8 sensors or even 4 sensors. 4 sensors, the camera can grab 180 degrees angles of this area, and 8 sensors camera, panoramic, can grab all those around area with 360 degrees. So you may have different area extension about images to grab pictures. You may see everywhere of the plaza, of the some square, some big area. Traffic flow detection camera. It can be assembled in the entrance of parking place and even the checkpoint to grab information of the cars and vehicles. Mini face recognition terminal. It's kind of a light level of face recognition terminal. Bispectral PTZ camera can grab long distance video and images with almost 1 or 2 kilometers. And so it can be useful to use on the area of some national park and some preserve safari area. Body-worn camera can be used by police, security guard, and some attendants on the road and street and plazas. Those kind of stuff can use body-worn cameras to capture the videos, real-time video. Deep in view series camera. It's kind of combination of two kind of cameras, dual lens camera to have horizontally monitoring, and another high definition camera used vertical grabbing for different areas. So those cameras working together, and they have managed on system, VMS system. New surveillance devices, and also we have this kind of devices like mini panic alarm stage, video intercom indoor stage, and license plate recognition camera, people counting camera. People counting camera when used and assembled in entrance of exit of the shopping mall, plaza, and some office building to grab the amount of people. Even during the period of pandemic, we have used to control the quantity of people when they enter the building. Smart parking camera can be used on parking area and parking lot. Video intercom screen and video intercom indoor station can be used on office building or even apartment building and properties and homes. 4K interactive monitor is kind of a high definition screen that display and control device to have touch screen or other applications to have integrated services for surveillance. Back-end devices. Hikvision has developed DeepMind Super NVR. NVR is a network video recorder and record videos and images on network on different devices. And smart server is high storage capacity. Even DeepMind servers, hybrid SAN. Okay. Hybrid SAN is a centrally stored device, can store a different distributed area with cameras, and also the split story space at different level with the redundancy of data. Extension unit for network storage. It's kind of extension capacity of hard disks, so it can extremely extend the storage on network. Cloud storage server. It can be distributed on cloud storage, so we have used different clusters and RAID technologies to have distributed cloud. Other video surveillance devices like warehousing robot to manage warehouse, anti-drone jammer, and to anti the drone when there's some unknown or a strange drone fly into the area, we can have a monitor and alarm to the drone. And also drone developed by Hikvision. The drone can be used in industrial area and even military area. Automated guided vehicle, it can transfer devices and some accessories from manufacturing line, and also can transfer and deliver some useful parts and some materials on warehouse or logistics area. Face recognition barrier gate. Its device has a combined device with the face recognition terminal on the top level and even barrier gates. They're working together and also trigger interconnection simultaneously. So when you have access granted by face recognition, and the barrier gates will be opened. Transparent LED screen can be deployed in different plaza and public area, advertising area, and even expo and exhibition. It's a kind of 3D colorful effect. It's very nice. So now let's see network topology. Network topology structure, as mentioned before, the essential level with the edge node, which is mentioned with physical layer devices like video cameras, mini terminal with cell phones, and mini face recognition terminal and barrier gates, drone, and different cameras. All those cameras working together with local storage inside of a SD card and even some local server. And after that, passing the data and package through the network to control center. Control center distributed as different servers, NVR and storage clusters. Okay, and user don't have to mention about it. User just as administrator just use services control different functions of devices. And after that, every user use its own application like Google Maps, Google Search, and some video surveillance applications. And even for security guard and police, they have used their own developed application on mobile phone or even on computer. So those kind of three-layer network topology can be flexible, optimized, and customized. When we use Power BI on VMS, we have to concern about import data from device to Power BI. So a lot of data from different devices and cameras and access control devices. How are we going to control and monitor by a dedicated dashboard? And we use a unique decision making for that. So data visualization can be important. All those data can be gathered and collected, and after that, we use data analytics technology to output data visualization like dashboard, reports, trends analysis, some video chart analysis like this. And also optimize report and publish can be completed after that. Let's see, distributed network security. Okay, next phase. Now it's time to have a break. We're gonna have a break for 10 minutes. After that, we'll be back. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Let's have a break. Thank you, our teacher. Thank you.
Thank you. See you later.
Recording stopped.
Hello.
Hi, I can hear you.
Hello.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Nice. Okay, let's move on. Okay. Let's continue.
Okay.
The first part we have mentioned about video surveillance security. Because of that, all of those surveillance devices like cameras, activity, and access control alarms, and some other traffic control units can be distributed in different area. So all those kind of things you can have a look directly with your eyes. But the problem is the internet has developed more than 40 years until now. A lot of devices and technologies has passed in our eyes and arises and disappeared so far. When we have deployed the service and applications, we don't have to use equipments again. It's amazing. Why? Because of the cloud storage. For example, in China, we have Alibaba Cloud, we have Huawei Cloud, Tencent Cloud to provide essential service for different companies and e-commerce services and some apps. So according to those kind of applications, sometimes you have to pay for hour or pay for day. You don't have to deploy your devices as servers, clusters. You don't have rent and buy the switch rooms. You don't have to do that. So all of those services and applications can be used on cloud. So the problem is when we use application that service on cloud as infrastructure, how to guarantee the safety and security? This is a good question. 10 years before, Chinese government has developed and cooperated with different service provider like cloud. So Amazon is the first cloud service provider. AWS can be the cloud security provider in China and also around the world. So the first topic is infrastructure and services to elevate your security in the cloud. Raise your security posture with AWS infrastructure and services. If you use AWS, you gain the control and confidence you need to securely run in business with most flexible and security cloud computing environment available today. As an AWS customer, you will benefit from data centers and data architecture to protect your information, identities, applications, and devices. With AWS, you can also improve your ability to meet core security and compliance requirements, such as data locality and protection and confidentiality with our comprehensive services and features. AWS has long-term cooperation with Chinese government, allows you to automate manual security tasks so you can shift your focus to scaling and innovating your business. Plus, you pay only for services that you need. For example, you pay for hour, pay for service, pay for someone. If you don't pay, you don't use, you don't have pay. Okay, pay as you go. It's kind of topic. So pay as you go is the core value of AWS. All customers benefit from AWS being the only commercial cloud has its service offerings and associated supply chain valid and accepted as secure enough for top secured workloads. So to guarantee the AWS cloud security, but not only AWS, okay. All around the world, the three providers like Google Cloud and Microsoft Azure. How to elevate your security with relevant service. There's relevant topics in CARET, global security and compliance controls. So compliance control, you have to control and manage your compliance, the inheritance and with the other services. And second step is scale with superior visibility and control. So visibility, we grab the data and some videos and images and other data for analytics, can be visualization and control. Highest standards for privacy and data security. For example, more higher level of encryption and decoding and some relevant privacy protected policy can be used. Automate with comprehensive integrated security services. So all those kind of applications can be configured by AWS, but all those can be running automatically. It's kind of automation on the system. You don't have to mention about complexity of devices and equipment deployment. Largest network of security and partners and solutions. For example, AWS provides regional server and clusters and some relevant servers will most close to you. You may choose. You don't have to choose the longest server. So when you choose some server, you use. You don't choose, you don't use. So as clearly as possible and close as possible. So it can be very convenient for users. And also some shared share responsibility as those kind of a structure. Customers' responsibility. When we got customers' requirements, like customer content can be designed and deployed. So there's client side data encryption. All those data has to be encrypted earlier, and after that, use the client side and the server side. And even network traffic can be guaranteed to protect those kind of data. So sometimes you use broadband to guarantee, and even some dedicated interline line for that, like optical fiber. Platform applications identity assessment can be focused on to manage all those services, uh, applications, and access and password. Operation system network firewall configuration. When you build applications on operating systems like Windows and Unix, you have to be concerned about how to configure a firewall to antivirus or some other isolation of the cross-network access. This from customer content side. From software, AWS takes over responsibility from customers with compute storage, database, and networking. And also, we have a global infrastructure for those availability zones, regions, and edge locations. A bigger section is kind of AZ, which is called as the availability zones. When you choose availability zones like Oregon or some Illinois in America, so you can have another region's access. So AZ can be connected with the regions, and regions connect with the different edge locations. Now let's see the AWS industrial solutions. Advertising and marketing on AWS. First part of this is kind of a deprecation of consumer identifiers and expansion of data privacy laws disrupted to decades-old technology for advertising and marketing, with companies reinventing how they collect, share, enrich, and activate customer data in compliance with privacy laws. To accelerate advertising and marketing transformation in the post-identifier era, AWS enables industry customers to reinvent first-party data platforms, third-party data sharing, advertising platforms, and advertising intelligence, and customer experience with unmatched compute, machine learning, and analytics capabilities, along with interoperability with the largest community of partners on the most widely adopted cloud. With AWS, industry customers can easily identify the right cloud technology and partnership opportunities to innovate faster, optimize cost performance, improve interoperability, and grow revenue for advertising and marketing technology workloads running at millisecond latency and petabyte scale. So this is advertising and marketing on AWS. According to this, let's see about main modules and workflows that to focus on security of the cloud, Amazon provides data exchange, data Amazon advertising, campaign analytics, web and mobile behavior, purchase and shopper, partner, IoT and product analytics, and CRM, customer resource management. All those resources as data sources. And after that, AWS provides Amazon Kinesis, Amazon AppFlow, AWS Lake Formation, Amazon EMR, and Amazon Redshift. To output self-serve marketing analytics, personalization, and machine learning, customer data platform. So all those kinds of structure combination can be useful for advertising and marketing. Second industry to focus on automotive on AWS, from product and service innovation to resilient operations and enterprise-wide productivity. Customers can bring advanced and differentiated products and services to market faster and more cost-effectively with AWS. So automotive industry in China was the most developed industry. And now there's many of many automotive manufacturer can use those kind of service. And also AWS provide automotive solutions for software-defined vehicle. So vehicle, not vehicle right now, not only physical parts assembled manufacturing products. Vehicle is also a software-defined vehicle like Tesla and like Huawei vehicle for that. So the vehicle is evolving into a software-defined digital platform and empowering the design and development teams to deliver on changing consumer value expectations. And connected mobility. In a software-driven area, technology unlocks the power of your data to build intelligent, personalized features and revenue-generating mobility services. And digital customer engagement. To increase customer engagement with relevant marketing content, personalized digital experiences, and real-time data analytics. And also, manufacturing will be most important for that, to improve manufacturing operations and overall equipment effectiveness by capturing, analyzing, visualization, and executing on plant floor data. And also we have automatically development. Amazon's 20 years experience with autonomous systems, robotics, and machine learning taught us how to accelerate our customers' AV development with purpose-built AWS solutions. Product engineering. High performance computing, it's called HPS, HPC allows product developers and engineering to solve complex problems as model-based design, large-scale parallel simulations. Supply chain. Gain the end-to-end supply chain visibility necessary to track and trace the entire production process with unprecedented efficiency. So all those applications around the data lake can be used for circulate manufacturing for automotive security. Another fantastic area for cloud security is consumer packaged goods. You know, consumption and consumer industry is widely used in China. 1.4 billion people has used this kind of a service. Consumer packaged goods, which is called CPG, and CPG companies need to reinvent how they develop, make, move, and market their products to manage changing consumer demands. And heightened competition with AWS, you can focus on ways to grow your market share, delight your consumers, and drive brand loyalty, not building or maintaining the infrastructure to make it happen. So this picture is shown above is driving innovation in consumer packaged goods with Coca-Cola. You may have seen the different category classifications of the applications dedicated, customized on AWS. So those kind of consumptions can be very useful for industry. Another field is very important, education. Education during this unprecedented time of temporary and sustained school closing. Many of our customers are reaching out for help in moving more learning and working online. So during pandemic, working online can be the first topic of continuous training and education. To help support you, see below for commonly requested sources. If you need help to scale up your on-premises applications or migrating them to the cloud, please contact your AWS if it's during the business hours. Okay? And also, there's some requests if you visualize your campus, the computer lab spaces to support online. You may have AppStream 2.0 is fully managed application streaming service. This centrally managed desktop and applications on AWS, Amazon, AppStream, and securely deliver them to any computer using a web browser. Can be easily. And if you need to deliver personal cloud desktop to support remote work scenarios, Amazon Workspaces is managed secure desktop as a service. It's called the DaaS system. You can use Amazon Workspaces to provision either Windows or Linux desktops in just a few minutes and quickly scale to provide thousands of desktops to users anywhere. If you need to quickly set up a cloud-based contact center, Amazon Connect is a low-cost and cloud solution for IP help desks, admissions, financial aid, and other departments needing to provide inbound and outbound support. If you want to offer no-cost online learning modules on cloud computing to your students and virtual cloud labs on your faculty, join the AWS Educate to access these resources. AWS and our partner compliance companies will work to offer additional resources such as AWS promotional credits to support your customers, and updating this web page by Amazon Day 1 blog, AWS public sector blog, and our social channels with more information. So those kind of mentioned points about education, even use a campus at university would be more useful for that. So AWS is always as supporting the education. Four pillars of AWS Educate. There are grants for free usage for AWS services, labs and training on cloud topics and AWS products, open source content by leading professors and AWS, communities that share best practices virtually and in person. So four pillars is the extension for AWS Educate. So now is a case study for success stories transforming Singapore through the technologies. In Singapore, different fields of video surveillance. It's kind of a video surveillance security. We're gonna show this success story. So wait a moment. I'm gonna use this. Yeah, it's kind of sample video for smart nation in Singapore. Singapore is very small country as a city, but during Singapore exactly control the Asia Pacific importation and exportation area. So Singapore taking act a very important role in the Asia Pacific region. So for smart nations, we have to concern about so many issues regarding the city surveillance, a smart city, and video surveillance, video security all around the city and country. So this kind of smart nation and integrated video surveillance and access control, smart community and smart signal control, parking and other payment, banking issues relevant. So this is kind of a success story of video security. Let's see another sample. Another success story is that McAfee. McAfee is kind of world famous antivirus software, but previously before 10 or 20 years, McAfee software you have to install the PC client, and also if you don't install and you cannot use. When you install, you have to log in with the dedicated user account. That, but right now McAfee is a global leader on online protection. Online protection is a BS system. That means when you log in on websites, you can use. You don't have to only install PC client again. McAfee needed a reliable system to deliver tailored marketing campaign messages to its growing subscriber base of millions of subscribers. These systems need to be able to capture key metrics at scale that measure campaign performance. McAfee's decision to modernize its legacy on-premises infrastructure on Amazon Web Services has helped McAfee achieve 40% savings in monthly infrastructure costs while reducing latency and improving operational efficiency. But how McAfee achieved a target like that? Because they're going to use the AWS service. So all of those large scale and worldwide services about antivirus can be deployed on AWS. So they can have used AZ application zones, okay, availability zones and regions, and even some other clusters on the website. So you should just choose AWS nodes you can use the services. So you don't have to deploy devices, equipment, and clusters again. This is kind of a promotion for McAfee. So as well, McAfee used especially storage for Amazon DynamoDB. DynamoDB is a specific database which is different from relational DB. Okay, relational database like Oracle and some other things. So DynamoDB can be useful for some other applications like McAfee and other software provider. Another one we have to mention about this is game industry. Take a look at the logo of a township scale. Okay, it's kind of a, this is a game company journeying through the virtual town. Imagine embarking on journey through the forgotten world with a group of friends. Along the way, all of you discover a mysterious abandoned town. Work together to fix it up and create a brand new community. You even learn blacksmithing, carpentry, and cooking, and all while creating your own story. This is the world of Township Tale, an old open-world multiplayer role-playing game designed specifically for virtual reality and top-selling game on the Oculus and the Quest VR system. So VR can be widely used on applications and even for gaming. After installing the game, players enter the world of Township Tale using either their PC VR or Oculus headsets. While the game can be tackled solo, up to 8 players can journey together by joining a co-op mode, using their headsets or interact with each other in real time. Australia-based VR game studio Alter VR launched the game for PC in January 2016 and later released it on Oculus Quest School in July of 2021. Today, hundreds of thousands play the game on PC and Oculus Quests. So it's kind of a game, you know. During the game develop those kind of application use the graphic control video effect on the okay. The high definition video effect can consume the bandwidth of the internet. You know, and also it's kind of experience of a graphical display card on computer and even some hosts of gaming servers. So for gaming distribution, it's kind of a very good experience for distributed application zone on Amazon, on AWS. So let's see the security of AWS, how it's going to achieve the target of security.
AWS is architected to be the most flexible and secure cloud computing environment available today. Millions of customers trust AWS to provide the infrastructure and services needed to confidently and securely run their business in an ever-evolving automation-driven environment. Security at AWS starts with our core infrastructure. Designed to meet the most stringent security requirements, we monitor our infrastructure 24/7 to help ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of your data. We built our core infrastructure to satisfy security requirements for global banks, the military, and other high-sensitivity organizations. To help you secure your workloads and applications, AWS provides a wide variety of deeply integrated and rigorously tested services that can be combined to automate tasks in innovative ways. This makes it easier for developers to create and deploy code quickly and securely, so you can safely build anything you could imagine. For example, using technologies like machine learning, AWS enables you to automatically discover, classify, and protect sensitive data with just a few clicks in the AWS console. You can also automate infrastructure and application security checks to continually enforce your security and compliance controls and help protect your data. AWS is vigilant about protecting your privacy and implements sophisticated technical and physical measures to prevent unauthorized access. You'll build on the most secure global infrastructure, knowing your data is safe and managed. You can encrypt your data, move it, and manage its retention. All data flowing across the AWS global network that interconnects our data centers and regions is automatically encrypted at the physical layer before it leaves our secured facilities. To support your compliance needs, AWS allows you to continually monitor and achieve third-party validation for thousands of global regulatory requirements. This makes it easier to meet security and compliance standards for finance, retail, healthcare, government, and beyond. With the largest community of customers across industries, AWS has unmatched experience and operational expertise to depend on to secure your most important applications. Let AWS automate traditional security challenges so you can start focusing on what matters most to your business.
Okay, that's it for video as a brief introduction of AWS. Today we have two sections of network security to introduce you about how is to achieve the target for network security. First of all, we have mentioned about video surveillance on security. So several areas like different layers from device to edge computing to cloud. All those kind of device and applications can be integrated on a unique platform as video management system. And also we have very good sample for Hikvision. They provided a lot of different devices and products for video surveillance and even for alarm and access control system. So this kind of integrated system can provide secure services applications. Second part, if you don't use video surveillance, you may have normally access and distribute your services, second development applications and services on the internet. So how to control and protect. We have several options like AWS and Google Cloud and Google Cloud Storage and even Microsoft Azure. But normally we have a long-term cooperation with AWS in China. So we have mentioned about AWS security, how to guarantee the cloud security with regard to different advanced services like online storage, online elastic cluster like EC2, and DynamoDB as database, and some storage like some other things. So many applications and services combined and integrated on dedicated web service. And also we have introduced samples of McAfee antivirus applications on AWS, how to achieve a target and achieve the value-added services for customers. And also we have another case to mention about gaming industry to achieve a high definition visual effect for gaming industry to provide a fantastic gaming experience for all of the customers. So no matter where distributed on video surveillance or internet security with the cloud security, we both have comprehensive provided services. So according to customized requests from customers, we have more detailed services and solutions. So according to these solutions, it's almost all for the solutions of network computing, network security for that. Now there's several minutes. You have any questions, you can ask me, and we can have a short talk for a moment. Anyone have questions about that, or have any interest, or have your experience to share, it's okay. Anyone has experience to share or have any interested questions?
My friend, do you have any questions for our teacher? My friend, do you have any questions for our teacher? It's a good choice, my friend.
Yeah, according to this webinar, because a lot of fields can be concerned by industry, so we have upcoming AI solutions among the list, like smart city solution, smart traffic control solution, and parking system, building solution, retail solution, banking solution, campus solution, industrial robotics solution, and smart alarm, smart mobile service, mobile surveillance, smart community information display, and smart mask detection, and even body temperature measurement screening solution. For further information, you have more interest, you can contact with the host. So we're going to have upcoming solutions to provide for you.
孙老师有一个外宾问了一个问题 ：Who is responsible for security in AWS？
Oh yeah. I'm going to type on the message dialog, and also I talk to you. AWS, so far there are three nodes in China. First node in Beijing, and second node located on Ningxia Zhongwei, and the third one is on Hong Kong. So for those kind of issues, you may access AWS Amazon.com, yeah, for details. And also, if you have more interest, you can contact with the host. Maybe we have another dedicated webinar for you, only for AWS. So far, I am AWS certified professional, so I would have more solution for you if you need. Thank you. Are there any questions?
Okay, my friend. If no questions, please turn on your cameras. We take a group picture with our teacher, Professor Sun. My friend, please turn on your cameras. We take a group picture with